Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the news at 9. The headlines. Voting for Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram assemblies tomorrow. Campaigning in Rajasthan and Telangana gathers pace. India's macroeconomic indicators are sound and infrastructure is being upgraded at a fast pace, says President Ramnath Kovind. Prime Minister Narendra Modi leaves for Argentina tomorrow evening to attend the G20 summit. Scottish politicians challenge Brexit in European Court of Justice. In sports, 14th edition of Men's World Cup Hockey opens to a colourful ceremony in Bhubaneswar. And in cricket, Indian captain Harmanpreet Kaur enters top 5 in ICC Women's T20 International Player Rankings. Voting will be held to the 230-seat Madhya Pradesh Assembly and 40-member Mizoram Assembly tomorrow. In Madhya Pradesh, voting will begin at 8 a.m. and continue till 5 p.m. The main contest is between the ruling BJP and opposition Congress. Around 1,80,000 security personnel have been deployed to ensure peaceful polling. VVPAT machines will be used with EVMs for the first time in all polling booths. Over 2,899 candidates are in the fray. In Mizoram, voting will begin at 7 a.m. and end at 4 p.m. 209 contestants of several parties are in the fray. The state will have a multi-cornered contest among ruling Congress, opposition MNF, BJP and ZPM. The number of eligible voters is over 7,70,000. Among them, more than 3,94,000 are female voters. Chief Electoral Officer Ashish Kundra said all arrangements are in place to conduct free, fair and peaceful polling. He also said that webcasting will be done in all the 40 constituencies. Our correspondent has filed this report.
All 1,179 polling parties have reached their polling stations this evening. In that, total polling staff engaged is 7,075, including 240 women. Tomorrow, Serchhip constituency will draw people's attention. Chief Minister Lalthan Holla is contesting from Serchhip. Mizoram Pradesh BJP President Professor J.V. Luna is contesting in Troy constituency. MNF President Zoramthanga is contesting from Aizawl East 1 constituency. Irene, AIR News, Aizawl.
Meanwhile, campaigning is on in full swing in Rajasthan and Telangana, where assembly polls will be held on the 7th of next month. In Rajasthan, top leaders of different parties are visiting various constituencies to woo voters. More than half a dozen senior BJP leaders, including Party President Amit Shah and Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, addressed a dozen election rallies in various places across the state. Addressing a public meeting in Jalore today, Mr. Shah said, Congress is just dreaming of forming the government, but the party has no leadership and program. He also held a roadshow in Udaipur this evening. From Congress, former Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot were busy throughout the day in election meetings at various places. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed an election rally in Mehbubnagar district of Telangana this afternoon. He accused both TRS and Congress of practicing vote bank politics and minority appeasement. He said the TRS government had made many promises like providing 2-bedroom houses but never fulfilled them. He said the centre will provide a house to every family by the year 2022. Mr. Modi said the centre has already provided 1.25 crore houses along with power, water, taps and all basic amenities. He said condition of farmers in Telangana would have been far better if the UPA government had accepted the Swaminathan Committee report. On the other hand, TRS President K. Chandrasekhar Rao has urged people to choose his party once again to continue development in the state. He was addressing an election rally at Mehbubnagar. He also assured state employees that their retirement age will be increased if TRS returns to power. In Jammu and Kashmir, polling for the 4th phase of Panchayat elections was held peacefully today. Overall, 71.3% voter turnout was recorded. Our correspondent has more.
5 blocks of Jammu district recorded 85.2% polling, followed by 84.6% polling in 3 blocks of Doda district. Poonch recorded 82.5% polling, while Kishtwar district recorded above 82% polling, followed by 81.8% polling in Rajouri district. In Raman district, over 81% voters exercised their franchise, while border district of Kothwa recorded 80.7% polling. In Udhampur district, nearly 79% votes were polled in the 4th phase. In Kashmir Valley, highest polling was recorded in Baramulla district, where 62.4% voters exercised their franchise, followed by 56.1% in Frontier district of Kupwara and 46.3% in Badgam district. R.K. Rana, AR News, Jammu.
Counting of votes is underway and the results are expected by tonight or tomorrow morning. For 5th phase of Panchayat polls, voting will take place on Thursday. Still in Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists were killed and an army soldier martyred in 2 encounters in Kulgam and Pulwama districts today. Security sources said 2 terrorists were killed in Redwani area of Kulgam district. 2 CRPF personnel, including an officer, sustained injuries in the operation. One of them later succumbed to his injuries. 1 terrorist was killed in the gunfight at Reshipura in Tral area of Pulwama district. In some sad news, well-known singer Mohammad Aziz passed away in Mumbai this afternoon. He was 64. Sources said Aziz was brought dead to Nanavati Hospital a little past 3 p.m. A post-mortem is being conducted to ascertain the cause of his death. Aziz recorded over 20,000 songs in his 3-decade-long career. Some of Aziz's famous songs include Imli Ka Boota, Aapke Aa Jaane Se, Ek Dusre Se Karte Hain Pyar Hum, and My Name is Lakhan. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website, newsonair.nic.in. President Ramnath Kovind has said that the global community is upbeat about the India story and it is seen as a country that is rapidly simplifying the environment for doing business. He was speaking after receiving the first copy of the book Making of New India, Transformation Under Modi Government, written by Bibek Debroy, Anirban Ganguly and Kishore Desai at Rashtrapati Bhavan this evening. Mr. Kovind said, the foreign direct investment in India is rising and the relations with developed economies and strategic partners are strong and robust. He said the country's macroeconomic indicators are sound and infrastructure such as roads, railways, airports and ports are being constructed or upgraded at a quick pace. The President said all villages in the country are now electrified and soon all households will have electricity.
This government has begun some fundamental programs and made a determined attempt to decisively defeat poverty. Several initiatives aim to universalize access to basic essentials. The services delivered include pension and insurance schemes, electricity and cooking gas, health care and toilets, housing and bank accounts. Innovative interventions such as the Mudra Yojana have enabled millions of individuals, job seekers, to become job creators.
Releasing the book, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said, decisions taken by the government in the last 4.5 years are now showing results. He said, now the pool of central revenues has gone up, leading to more infrastructure creation in the country. The Finance Minister said the states are now getting 42% of the central share, which is 10% more than what they were getting in the previous regimes. He said with GST, the overall share has become around 80%, which enables both the centre and the states to improve their delivery system. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has called upon United Nations and other multilateral organizations to chalk out strategy to extradite economic fugitives. He was addressing the City Global Textiles Conclave 2018 in New Delhi today. Mr. Naidu said the UN and the world community must take lead and see that an agreement is made to exchange information on bank accounts. The Vice President said accountability, transparency and ethics in business and standards in products must be maintained to sustain in the global competitive scenario. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will leave for Argentina tomorrow evening to attend the G20 summit. Briefing media in New Delhi, Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale said there will be 3 sessions during the summit. He said Mr. Modi will be speaking on digital revolution in India, Ayushman Bharat program, soil health card and other central government schemes, besides risk posed by volatility in oil prices and terrorism.
The Prime Minister will highlight risks posed by oil price volatility, digital revolution, and how it leads to new opportunities and new forms of employment, women's empowerment, and he will highlight flagship programs that his government has undertaken, the Jan Dhan Yojana, the Aadhaar scheme, the GST, the startups, and the Mudra Yojana as ways of financial inclusion and efforts to reach out to the lowest rungs of society and the economy.
The Foreign Secretary said Mr. Modi will hold bilateral meetings with several leaders on the margins of the G20. He will be holding bilateral meetings with Chinese President Xi Jinping. A group of Scottish politicians have challenged the Brexit in the European Court of Justice today. The court deliberated on whether the UK can call off its withdrawal from the EU without permission from 27 member states. The case was heard by the full court of 27 European judges. The lawyers acting for the EU said the allowing countries to do so could create endless uncertainty. The hearing, which lasted for 4 hours, has been concluded with a verdict due at a later date. The case is being considered against the backdrop of British Prime Minister Theresa May fighting to sell her draft Brexit deal to MPs. British Parliament will vote on whether to accept or reject the terms of the UK's withdrawal and future relations negotiated by Ms. May on 11th of next month. Back home, the 49th International Film Festival of India, IFFI, in Goa concludes tomorrow. The closing ceremony of the 9-day event will be held at the Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Stadium near Panaji in the evening. The closing film is Sealed Lips from Germany. Master scriptwriter Salim Khan will be honoured with the IFFI Special Award for his lifetime contribution to cinema at the closing ceremony. News Services Division of All India Radio brings you a special roundup on the film festival. It is broadcast in Parikrama and Aaj Savere programs and will continue till Thursday. Aaj Savere can be heard from 7:30 a.m. and Parikrama from 4:30 p.m. on the FM Gold channel. In cricket, Indian skipper Harmanpreet Kaur entered the top 5 in the latest ICC Women's T20 International Player Rankings. Opener Smriti Mandhana and Yemema Rodriguez also achieved their career best rankings. Harmanpreet has gained 3 slots to reach the 3rd position. Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik declared the Men's Hockey World Cup 2018 open in Bhubaneswar today amidst fireworks and lighting. The group stage matches start from tomorrow, with India taking on South Africa in the opener. The match will start at 7 p.m. The tournament will be played among 16 countries till 16th of next month. More from our correspondent.
The opening ceremony was held at the Kalinga Stadium with glitz and glamour as Bollywood celebrities including Shah Rukh Khan, A.R. Rahman and Madhuri Dixit gave enthralling performances. A.R. Rahman has composed the promo of the 2018 Hockey World Cup anthem, Jai Hind India, with the lyrics written by the legendary lyricist Gulzar. Shah Rukh Khan came to the stage with the hockey and shook hands with all the captains of the participating teams and wished them good luck. The legends of the 1975 World Cup winning Indian team were also present on the stage. Each team was accompanied with a tribal child from the state holding a hockey stick. Under Manpreet Singh's charge, India will look forward to winning their 2nd world title. India are currently ranked 5th in the world. With Sudhanshu Dhada's report from Bhubaneswar, Swati Rakheja for AIR News.
The Prime Minister has extended his best wishes to all teams participating in the Hockey Men's World Cup. Welcoming the teams, Mr. Modi in a tweet expressed hope that the tournament will be a treat for sports lovers and also an opportunity to discover India's and especially Odisha's culture. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Voting for Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram assemblies tomorrow. Campaigning in Rajasthan and Telangana gathers pace. India's macroeconomic indicators are sound and infrastructure is being upgraded at a fast pace, says President Ramnath Kovind. Prime Minister Narendra Modi leaves for Argentina tomorrow evening to attend the G20 summit. Scottish politicians challenge Brexit in European Court of Justice. 14th edition of Men's World Cup Hockey opens to a colourful ceremony in Bhubaneswar. And in cricket, Indian captain Harmanpreet Kaur enters top 5 in ICC Women's T20 International Player Rankings. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.